So let's look at what we're talking about. Here's one on time right here. A university wants to have 3 3/4 computers in the computer labs for every 12 students enrolled. All right, so we're talking about computers and students. And you need to write that down first. Computers to students, because that reminds you that that's the order they have to be put in. There were 3 3/4 computers for every 12 students. If the university expects to have 3,408 students enrolled next year, how many computers will it need? So they're going to have students, 3,408. So what we don't know is up here. Now if you guys will set it up like that, you'll find it's not nearly as confusing and you won't get them upside down. So now let's look at what we've got. 3 3/4 is what as an improper fraction? Rather.
15/4.
Right. So you're going to have 15/4 over 12 equals x over 3,408. Just keep them in that very same word. When you get this thing set up, then what do you do? What do you do, Kelly? You cross multiply. So you're going to get 12x equals 15/4 times 3,408. Now let me tell you something. If you come up with a part of a person, you've made a mistake. You can come up with parts of computers, but not people. All right? So let's see, does 4 go into 3,408? Make life easier if it does. There's 8, 32, okay, 5, and then 2. So what we have is we divide both sides by 12, and we're going to have x is going to equal, or multiply by 112, going to equal 8,052 divided by 12. How many times does 12 go in there? 71.
What did you say to multiply the 852?
What, just to make this simpler up here? You don't have to, we could have done it this way. See, it's going to be the same thing. 4 times, or 15 times, the 4 would go in there, 3 or 5, remember, 852 times.
Yeah,
Right.
and you just put it over the 2.
I didn't multiply by the 15, you're saying.
Yeah.
You're right. But I don't want to. 4 will go into this number 71 times, 12 times. So all I have to do is multiply 15 times 71. That'll give me a small number. 5, 1, 5, and 3, 10. So it looks like we're going to have, that can't possibly be right, kids.
That's what I got too.
You got this number?
Yeah,
For which?
because I solved it.
Yeah.
I did.
1,065 computers? That's an awful lot of computers. Doesn't that seem like a lot of you did it the same way I did, right?
I did it a little different, but yeah.
How did you do it?
Because I did, instead of changing it like you did right there, I did 12c equals 3,408 times 15/4, and then I multiplied both sides by their reciprocal, which was 1/12, and then I canceled. So I canceled the 12 and the 15 with 3, and I got 5 and 4. And 4 went into 852 times. So it ended up being 4,260/4, which equals 1,065.
Okay, we must be right. Brenda and I agree.
High five.
Okay? The rest of you agree too? Did you agree? All right. It seems like a big number to me, but I guess that's okay. All right, let's try another one. This time you guys set this up, and then I'll show you how to set it up here in just a minute. Listen very carefully so that you can set it up. This says, an astronaut weighs